instead of Charlie because the Charlie guy's ill. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Let's get this service done. I wanna call your phone, tell you what you did wrong. First service done. That's first service done at bike. Here we are at Wigan Yamaha. I'll talk a little bit of story behind that because obviously I bought the bike from Charlie Yamaha. So let's have a little chat then. So here we are, Wigan Yamaha, not Charlie. So what happened? Anyway guys, good morning, how are you all doing? Or good afternoon, or whatever the hell you're watching this, but I hope you're having a wonderful day. Jubba Vlogs here. Just taken the Yamaha MT07 for its first service. So it's 600 mile service. I bought the bike from Charlie Yamaha. If you've seen the video, I'll link it up here. It's doing very well anyway, that video, so a big thank you for that. But I'll leave a link up here anyway, just in case you haven't seen and you've stumbled across this video. Been over to Charlie Yamaha this morning, and their service and labour guy is obviously off ill because it's that time of year. Everybody's ill at this time of year, as were I earlier on this week. He said you can either throw it in the back of a van and we'll go over to Wigan Yamaha, and I was like, nah mate, don't worry about it, it's less hassle for you, I'll just ride over there. It's only an half-hour drive from Charlie. So hopped on at Wigan Yamaha, and we have done the service there. So there wasn't really much stuff to film. It was literally me going in there. I didn't really know the guys in there, so I just handed the bike over, handed the keys, and I sat in a cafe across the road. Not wrong with the service, brilliant service as always by Yamaha. There's a cafe there, unlike over at Charlie. Charlie guys give you a coffee and all that, make you feel very welcome. But I was hoping to look around the Charlie store, see if I could still see the Duke and stuff like that. But I thought I'd take this opportunity on the way home to talk a little bit about the first 600 mile on the bike, what I like, what I don't like, because believe me, there's some stuff I don't like about this bike already, as there is with any bike you ride. Nothing's perfect, so we'll talk a little bit about that. I went to a guy at the centre of Wigan, so we've got a little bit less stress, just so I'm on some open roads, it's easy to think. And then we'll have a little talk about stuff I don't like about the bike. Anyway guys, I hope you're enjoying the lovely new little display we've got going on here for my sat nav. It makes it a lot easier to know where I'm going, especially in city centres where the sat nav lady can't get her words out quick enough, so at least I can see where I'm going. If you look behind the phone, I put in a USB charger. Quick install, didn't really make a video on it, but if you want me to make a video on that, I know I posted it in the MT07 owners group and a lot of people were curious to how to do it, so I might take it off and reinstall it. It's only a 20-minute job, it's not that hard. But yeah, we've got a little setup now, at least we know where we're going. But yeah, we'll get on some open roads, we'll talk a little bit about this thing's first service. I'm just breathing in this car's shit fumes in front of me, honest to God. It's a straight pipe freaking, I don't even know what the hell it is, a Saab. They haven't even been around for ages, them things. Anyway then, let's talk a little bit about, like a little 600 mile sort of review of the 2020 Yamaha MT07. This is the first, and I'm not lying, since December the 14th, today is the first day the roads have been completely dry since I've got this bike. So after all the practice I've managed to do on new tyres and wet roads, the bike feels absolutely fantastic on dry roads. We'll start with the, should we start with the good or the bad? We'll get the bad out of the way first, so, because we don't want to end on a bad note. So, bad things that I don't like about this bike. The first thing, it's an easy switch, like I did with the KTM Duke video, the stuff I hate. All these things are relatively simple things to fix, but the stuff that are stock that I don't like. So, the first one is the front brake. The rear brake on this bike is fine, there's a lot of feel with it, it's powerful, very confidence inspiring going around corners, you can trail brake really well, but the front brake is so wooden feeling, there's no feel to it at all, it feels like it fades straight away. The front brake lever is adjustable, I got it on 3 now just so I can reach it while I'm blipping, but the actual brake itself, I remember maybe a week or 2 ago on one of the videos, I had a little go up by the national speed limit roads by me, and I had a little bit of fun with it, and going into corners you really had to squeeze the brake. It had no bite whatsoever. When you're going slow like this, it seems to have a lot of bite, but when you're really going for it a little bit, coming off them brakes, you've kind of got to use the engine to brake instead of the actual front brake. Like I say, you could swap them out with some pads, really simple fix, really cheap, but stock, just one of them things I'm not a massive fan of. The second thing is the chain and sprockets on the bike. Obviously it's a budget bike. To get a brand new bike for under 7 grand these days is pretty good, do you know what I mean? So obviously they got to cut corners somewhere. Obviously the first one is the front brake, what I've noticed, and the second one is the chain and sprockets. Now I look after my bikes, I like maintaining them, and to be honest, when I first saw that the chain and sprockets on this thing were rusting in the first like couple weeks of riding, I get it, do you know what I mean? I get it, but it was kind of annoying at the same time. I've already cleaned the chain and sprockets 3 or 4 times since I've had the bike, and I've only had it not even a month yet. So yeah, the chain, they've cut a bit of money on the chain, but like you say, get an aftermarket chain, you can fix that really easily. Front brake and the chain so far, not the best things, but you can easily switch them out. The next thing, now I think this is just on my bike, it's the actual key, the ignition. It's very hard to get the key in and out, and I've lubed it, tried all the things to it, but getting the key in and out and try to put the steering lock on is such a ball ache. I don't know if it's just my key, but I'm not a fan of it. You can get used to it with time. I've even tried it with my spare key. It's the same boat with that. It's just, it don't want to really go into the ignition, but whatever, it goes in eventually, so we can live with it. So what's the bike like for fuel? So like I did in the walk around little first proper ride video I did it, I think I said the fuel tank holds 14 litres or something like that. I tried to run the tank as low as I could the other day. I think I got, from that decent ride I went out with Simon, the video you've seen, I'll link that up here as well. But from that ride, you know, we were riding soft, quite hard, bit of motorway, just a little bit of everything. And I managed to get 120 mile out of the tank. I don't know if that's good, I don't know if it's bad, I don't think it's terrible, and I think that cost me £11.70 or 12 quid, let's say £12 to fill the tank up. Miles per gallon on the bike can fluctuate very heavily. For example, on the way here, I reset the miles per gallon on the motorway, sat in 6th in eco mode, it got up to about 77 miles per gallon. As soon as I dropped 2 gears, I started like cranking it on, it dropped right down to 54 into the 40s. So I'm not too sure what's good or bad. I just know that it depends how you ride the bike. With any bike, that's how it's going to be on the motorway. So if you ride it hard, it's going to absolutely drink fuel. If you ride it lovely and soft in eco mode, it'll preserve it for you. Told you this has got wheels of power, 4th gear roll on. In the dealership when you first get the bike, Yamaha advise you not to rev the engine over 5,000 RPM. To be honest, I give it about 100 mile or so before it kind of went over 5,000 or was ridden hard. And to be honest, I don't think the way you break in an engine anymore really matters on these modern bikes. For example, any of you guys who know Jake the Garden Snake, the YouTuber in America who's got an MT07, he got in straight from the dealership, took it out onto the motorway, wheeled it up and down and redlined it, and that bike's turned out absolutely fine. I mean, that's not what I did. I think it doesn't really matter anymore what you do to these bikes to break them in. Once they got over about 450 miles, that's when I really started using it as I usually would. It doesn't really matter how you break the bike in. All the power's down low anyway, so most of the torque, it feels like you can use a lot of the power if you short shift under 5,000 RPM anyway, if you really want to stick to the books. Another thing as well that I managed to have a little look about since I brought the bike in is the tyres that come on the bike. So the stock tyres that come on the bike are the Bridgestone Battle Axe BO23 Sport Touring tyres. The tyres are fully broken in now, front and back, and I can say they've got absolutely fantastic grip in the wet, and I can say that in the dry today they've also got great grip. Yamaha really haven't got cheap on the tyres on the bike, which is great, because I don't like it when manufacturers go cheap on the tyres. Go cheap on the levers or the dash or something like that, because at the end of the day the tyres are the only thing connecting you to the road. So nice to see that they put a nice pair of rubber on the bike. And the one thing that it does do on the 600 mile service is I can now throw the exhaust on the bike. So that'll be the next video after this. I'm going to film it when I go home because the exhaust has arrived today. I'm not going to tell you what exhaust it is, I'll leave that to the video. But yeah, definitely put an exhaust on it. The reason I haven't put it on before the first service is just out of respect to the dealership. You know, I don't want to take it back for its first service with a full system on it. to me, to a lot of people it won't really bother them, but to me, I don't know, I can wait another, well, I can wait, no now, but I could have waited another 700 miles for it, so. But yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. I know today's video has been a little bit different, I know it's a dual vlog kind of thing. I know it's just me talking, no walk around or any sort of other footage, but hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. The next video will be the exhaust on the MT07, which is the best video I've been looking forward to putting on the bike, so I really hope you do enjoy that one. But apart from that guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you are riding, make sure you ride safe. But apart from that, this has been Joe Bell Motovlogging, and I'm out. Peace.